This review is for the wireless Dremel 12 volt max, the model number 8240. I have tested this thing out. I had to replace a door handle on a metal screen door, like a sunroom, for a friend of ours, and I had to cut out parts of the aluminum in order to get the catch in place because it was a little bit different of a design than the sunroom came with. And I cut away at that with this thing, and it worked excellent. Battery life is good, even after cutting all that and going through and cutting it. You can see the battery life is full. That might have been a little loud, but it comes, the tool itself, I've had a wired model for quite a long time, and it can be a pain in the ass in certain circumstances, having to run an extension cord and everything else. I use that wired one all the time for all different types of stuff, so I jumped at the chance to grab a wireless one. So it will definitely come in handy for me. Won't replace my wired one. I'll still use that one. But definitely in situations where I don't feel like running an extension cord or whatever else, this thing is quite handy. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it. Definitely heavier than my wired one, but that, you know, is pretty much to be understood that the battery is a good portion of the weight. So you get one 2 amp hour battery. It just snaps right into the bottom here. Quite easy. Pops right in there. You have your speed control and your on and off switch, and you can lock the shaft in order to remove the top, just like the standard wired ones. There's no difference to that part of it at all. It does have the hanging clip, so if you have the extension, you could use it that way as well. You could also hang it on a ladder or whatever else that you're doing so that you don't have to handle it. They give you this little case with a couple of pieces in it. I have tons and tons and tons of other stuff, so I don't really care, you know, what they gave me with this. It is handy to have this stuff, but you know, whatever, not a big deal. It's good to have something to carry little stuff around in. The case itself is made out of a Cordura type material. It works to store the tool. It's definitely solid enough to do that, and it also has this zippered net pouch up front. You can hold the owner's manual and whatever other loose stuff that you want to put in there. The power cord, as I mentioned, you know, it holds the power cord nicely along with the charger. The power cord does not come off of the charger. It is hardwired to it. So you kind of have a package deal there. Would be nice if you could remove this so that you can kind of separate the two, but it's not a big deal. Battery sits easily down inside there. I don't remember how long it took to charge it, but it wasn't very long at all. You know, it clicks down in, and then you have an indicator light that tells you that the battery's charging and what's going on with it. Pops out of there nice and easy. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. You know, the pouch definitely holds everything secure. This is a Velcro strap, so you can easily remove it and tighten it down however much you want. You know, the adjustments and the speed and everything works excellent. And I have no issues with the battery so far. I definitely put this thing through its courses, through its paces, with the last job that I did, and it worked perfectly fine. You know, everything is exactly the same as any other Dremel tool. So all the other fittings that you use for a wired one will fit this unit. Definitely a handy thing to have. I would like to get another battery. I kind of wish it came with 2 of them, but it's okay that it only came with the one. I would like to get a second one, and I might wind up picking up a second battery just to have around. Definitely if you're on a job site, you don't want to wind up not having a charged battery for this. It'd be nice to have one in it and then be able to charge the dead one while you're using it still. So I'll probably pick up a second battery for it. But excellent tool. Dremels are handy for all kinds of stuff. You know it. You probably already have a wired one or have had one in the past. I've gone through at least 2 or 3 of them so far, and I'm pretty hard on these things, but they've held up just fine for me. Definitely long enough to get my money's worth out of them, and this will hopefully do the same. Hope that helps. Thank you.
What I love about this unit is the range of speeds available. This is the slow speed right here. It's very quiet. Continuously adjustable speed. All the way up to the highest is pretty fast. Love this.